Something that most of us who are going through that perimenopause transition find is that it's very easy suddenly to gain weight as we approach our mid-40s, and things that used to work stop working. And I have so many clients that come to me and say, I could just cut out a few things for a few days and my weight would disappear. That doesn't happen anymore. What's going on? And as we're going through the menopause, our body changes. We become less sensitive to insulin. And this means our body is much more able to start building fat and laying down fat. And this, for some people, is protective. It's actually quite healthy to carry some fat around our thighs and around our bum as we get older, because this can protect our muscles and our bones and stop us falling as we become older women. But it's not necessarily something that we want to happen, especially when we're still wanting to feel and look good and feel the way we used to in our clothes. And often women are experiencing fat gain around their midriff, and that's an area that can have some negative health impact that go alongside. So when it comes to weight loss, this is something I focus on a lot with many of my perimenopausal and menopausal women. And it's something that can involve a different approach to eating. So one of the things that I'm always focusing on is getting you to build your plate up with protein-rich foods. Protein is key when we come to menopause, because we need more protein to build up and keep our muscles and keep our bones strong. But protein, when it comes to weight loss, is also really important because it keeps us full for longer. It supports our blood sugar, so we're not getting these big highs and these big drops. So it's important to think about filling your plate at each meal with a protein source. It might be eggs or yogurt in the morning, or nuts and seeds on top of a porridge. It might be something like some fish or some tofu or some beans at lunch. In the evening, perhaps a piece of oily fish, perhaps some meat. Again, getting those veggie protein sources in from things like legumes and chickpeas and beans. Those are fantastic for us perimenopausal women. One area that women who are trying to lose weight think is they're going to cut out all fat because fat is calorie dense and they're trying to lose weight. But actually, it's the wrong approach, because fat is so important to us. The fat from nuts and seeds and oily fish and olive oil and avocado is absolutely key to our health. It's there to make our neurotransmitters so that we can think clearly. It's there to actually make our hormones so that they can build all the actions that they need to do. And also it's there to help regulate our blood sugar. Fat, though, keeps us really satisfied from our food. So when you're trying to think about weight loss and you're trying to get rid of some of those more highly palatable foods like the sugar and the ultra processed food, which we know are not really very good for our health, fat can really be an important thing to focus on, because it helps us stop having those cravings and helps us feel satisfied. So it's really key to try and get a small fat source in each meal. So chucking on some nuts or some seeds in breakfast time, drizzling on olive oil to vegetables at lunch, having a nice piece of oily fish, maybe some mackerel or sardines in your dinner time. And that way, hopefully, you can actually start to control some of the cravings that might be drawing you in, and reduce some of those more highly sugar, highly processed foods.